Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of wonder? Those tiny, twinkling lights are so much more than just pretty dots. They're distant suns, each with its own story, and today, we're going to journey through space and time to uncover some of their most amazing secrets. Let's start from the very beginning. Stars aren't just born. They're created inside colossal, beautiful clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. Imagine these cosmic nurseries where gravity gently pulls tiny particles together, slowly gathering them over millions of years until a new star begins to shine. It's a process of incredible patience and cosmic artistry. Every single star you see in the night sky is incredibly far away. So far, in fact, that it's hard to even imagine the distance. And yet, their light travels across the vast, empty darkness of space for years, centuries, or even millennia, just to reach your eyes. It's like receiving a message from the distant past. So, how do they shine so brightly? Deep inside a star's core, an amazing process is happening. It's called nuclear fusion, where hydrogen atoms are gently squeezed together to become helium. This reaction releases a steady, soft stream of light and warmth, which is what we see as starlight. Our own star, the Sun, is actually considered very calm and stable compared to many others out there. It provides the perfect, consistent energy for life on Earth. But not all stars are like our Sun. You can actually tell a star's temperature just by looking at its color. The cooler stars have a reddish glow, while the hottest and most energetic ones shine with a brilliant blue-white light. It's like a cosmic thermometer written across the sky. And here's something you might not know. Most stars aren't loners. They often come in pairs or even small groups, gracefully orbiting each other in a celestial dance. When a star is just beginning its life, it starts as a cold, completely invisible cloud. It takes millions of years for it to gather enough material and heat up, slowly brightening until it becomes the star we can see. The closest star to us, after our Sun, is Proxima Centauri. Even though it's our nearest stellar neighbor, it's still more than 4 light years away. That means if you could travel at the speed of light, it would still take you over 4 years to get there. Because of these immense distances, a strange and wonderful thing happens. Many of the stars you see tonight might have actually fizzled out long ago. But their light, which began its journey thousands of years in the past, is only just reaching us now. So when you look at starlight, you're quite literally looking back in time. Have you ever wondered why stars twinkle? It's not the stars themselves, but our own planet. As starlight travels through the moving, shifting layers of Earth's atmosphere, the light gets bent and bounced around, creating that beautiful shimmering effect. A star spends most of its life in a peaceful, balanced state called the main sequence, steadily burning its fuel. But stars come in all sizes. The largest known stars are so gigantic they could fit millions of our suns inside them. On the other end of the scale are the smallest stars, called red dwarfs. They burn their fuel so softly and slowly that they can live for trillions of years, far longer than the current age of the universe. Like all things, even stars have a beginning and an end. When they run out of fuel, they can leave behind some of the most beautiful objects in space. Some create stunning clouds of gas and dust called planetary nebulae, like a final colorful breath. Others collapse into tiny, incredibly dense objects known as white dwarfs. But the most massive stars go out with a bang. They can end their lives in a powerful explosion called a supernova, briefly outshining their entire galaxy. So even though stars seem eternal and unchanging, each one follows its own life cycle. The next time you're outside on a clear night, take a moment to look up. The night sky contains more stars than all the grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. And around many of those stars, there are planets, belts of dust, and entire systems, maybe even some a little like our own. You're not just looking at lights. You're looking at a universe of possibilities. Thanks for joining me on this stellar journey. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cosmic adventures. See you next time. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what's really out there? Beyond the twinkling stars, countless worlds are spinning in the quiet dark, each with its own story. Let's take a journey through our cosmic neighborhood and beyond to uncover the secrets of the planets. It all starts with a newborn star. As it ignites, it leaves behind a swirling disk of gas and dust. Over millions of years, this leftover material begins to clump together, drawn by gravity. Tiny grains become pebbles, pebbles become boulders, and eventually, these massive collections of rock and gas pull themselves into beautiful spinning spheres. This is how planets are born, and our solar system is home to 8 incredible examples. Closest to the Sun, we find Mercury. It's a small, rocky world that zips around our star in just 88 days. You might think being so close would make it the hottest planet, but that title belongs to its neighbor. Next up is Venus, our so-called twin planet, but it's a twin with a dark side. It's wrapped in a thick, toxic atmosphere of carbon dioxide that traps heat, making it the hottest planet in the solar system. Its surface is a scorching landscape, hot enough to melt lead. From a distance, though, its clouds reflect sunlight so brightly that it shines like a brilliant, peaceful jewel in our sky. And then there's our home, Earth, a perfect, precious blue marble, teeming with life. What makes our planet so special? It's the only world we know of that has vast oceans of liquid water on its surface. This water, combined with a protective atmosphere, creates the perfect cradle for life to flourish. It's a dynamic, ever-changing world, and it's uniquely ours. Venturing further out, we arrive at the red planet Mars. It's a cold, desert world, but it wasn't always this way. Evidence suggests Mars once had rivers, lakes, and maybe even an ocean. Today, it's a world of grand, silent beauty. It's home to Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the entire solar system. It's so enormous that it would cover the entire state of Arizona. This ancient giant now sleeps, a quiet monument to a more active past. Now we enter the realm of the giants, starting with the king of planets, Jupiter. This gas giant is simply immense. It is so big that you could fit all the other planets in our solar system inside it, and still have room to spare. Over 1,300 Earths could fit within its volume. Its swirling clouds create beautiful bands and storms, including the famous Great Red Spot, a storm that has been raging for centuries. Jupiter doesn't just reflect sunlight. It's so massive that it glows with its own faint internal heat. Next, we encounter the jewel of the solar system, Saturn. Famous for its stunning rings, Saturn is a sight to behold. These rings aren't solid. They're made of countless particles of ice and rock, ranging in size from tiny specks of dust to chunks as big as a house. They orbit the planet in a thin, elegant disk, creating a celestial halo that has captivated us for centuries. Like Jupiter, Saturn also generates its own internal heat, gently glowing in the darkness of space. Our journey then takes us to the strange and mysterious outer worlds. First is Uranus, the planet that spins on its side. While most planets spin like a top, Uranus is tilted over, rolling along its orbit like a ball. It's as if it was knocked over by a giant cosmic collision long ago and decided to just lie down for the rest of its journey through space. Its core is thought to be a quiet, slushy mix of water, methane, and ammonia ice. Finally, we reach the edge of our known planetary family, Neptune. This deep blue world is a place of extreme weather. It has the fastest, most powerful winds ever recorded in the solar system, with speeds reaching over 1,200 miles per hour. Deep within its blue methane clouds, these supersonic winds create massive, dark storms that appear and disappear. Like Uranus, it likely has a quiet, icy core at its center. But is that all? For decades, astronomers have noticed strange gravitational tugs on objects far beyond Neptune, suggesting there might be a hidden ninth planet lurking in the darkness. This hypothetical Planet 9 would be much larger than Earth and on a vast, elongated orbit, taking thousands of years to circle the Sun. The hunt for this undiscovered world continues. And our solar system is just one of billions. When we look out into the galaxy, we find an incredible variety of planets. Many are super-Earths, rocky worlds larger than our own, but potentially just as calm. Some are hot Jupiters, gas giants orbiting so close to their stars that their atmospheres are being boiled away. There are planets made almost entirely of gas, with no solid surface to stand on, and others that might be water worlds, covered in endless global oceans far deeper than anything on Earth. Universes filled with more wonders than we can imagine. A day on Venus is longer than its year. Mars has seasons, just like Earth, and every planet even sings its own unique song, a space sound created by the interaction of solar wind with its magnetic field. With potentially billions of planets in our own Milky Way galaxy alone, we are just beginning to understand the incredible diversity of worlds that exist. Each new discovery reminds us that the cosmos is a vast, beautiful, and endlessly surprising place. Thanks for joining this journey through the planets. If you enjoyed this cosmic tour, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our next adventure into the unknown. See you next time. Imagine looking up at the night sky. What you're seeing is just a tiny glimpse of our cosmic home, a vast island of stars drifting through the universe. This is a galaxy, and our very own is called the Milky Way. Think of it as a calm, spiraling spiral of light, a city of stars. The Milky Way is immense. It contains hundreds of billions of stars, each one a potential sun for its own solar system. It also holds countless planets, beautiful swirling nebulae where new stars are born, and quiet, dark clouds of gas and dust. Our entire solar system, including Earth, is nestled within one of its graceful spiral arms. Everything in our galaxy is in constant, gentle motion. The Milky Way itself is slowly moving through space, gently orbiting a common center of gravity along with its galactic neighbors. Just how big is it? Well, it's about 100,000 light years across. That means if you could travel at the speed of light, it would still take you 100,000 years to cross from one end to the other. At the very heart of the Milky Way, there's something incredible, a supermassive black hole named Sagittarius A star. It's 4 million times more massive than our sun, and its immense gravity silently shapes our entire galaxy, holding all its stars in a slow, cosmic dance. But not all galaxies look like ours. They come in 3 main shapes: spiral, elliptical, and irregular. Spiral galaxies, like the Milky Way, are perhaps the most graceful, with their soft, winding arms of stars and gas. Elliptical galaxies are more like giant, smooth ovals of starlight, and irregular galaxies have no defined shape at all, looking like beautiful, chaotic splashes of light. Speaking of other galaxies, have you heard of Andromeda? It's our closest major galactic neighbor, and it's slowly drifting toward us at a peaceful pace. Don't worry, this isn't a cosmic collision in the dramatic sense. Over billions of years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will gently merge, their stars passing by each other like ghosts, eventually forming a brand new, even larger galaxy. Galaxies aren't usually alone. They often come together in large groups called clusters. Our Milky Way is part of a small group known as the local group, and these clusters are part of even bigger structures called superclusters, which can contain thousands of galaxies, all bound together by gravity. Between these vast structures lies the majority of the universe, quiet, vast, empty space. While some galaxies, like ours, are relatively calm, others are incredibly active. These are known as active galaxies, and their centers can shine brighter than all their stars combined. Then there are dwarf galaxies, which are small, delicate collections of just a few billion stars, and at the other end of the scale, giant elliptical galaxies that can be truly enormous. Some galaxies even have beautiful rings of stars and dust, much like the rings of Saturn, but on a galactic scale. Perhaps the most mind-bending thing about galaxies is how we see them. Light from the most distant galaxies has traveled for billions of years to reach our telescopes. This means when we observe them, we're not seeing them as they are today. We're seeing ancient light. We're looking back in time, witnessing the universe as it was long, long ago. So the next time you gaze at the stars, remember, you're looking out from our small home in a magnificent spiral of light, one of trillions of galaxies in an ever-expanding, mysterious, and beautiful universe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the cosmos. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of wonder? A feeling of being part of something vast and beautiful? Let's take a journey together, beyond our world, into the heart of the cosmos. Imagine a giant cloud of gas and dust, so large it stretches for light years, glowing softly in the deep darkness of space. This is a nebula. Some are like cosmic nurseries, where new stars are born, twinkling to life in a warm and gentle embrace. It's a place of creation, a celestial cradle. Of course, just as stars are born, they also die. You've probably heard of a supernova, a spectacular, brilliant explosion that marks the end of a massive star's life. It's one of the most powerful events in the universe, briefly outshining an entire galaxy. But not every star goes out with such a bang. Most, like our own sun one day, will die quietly. They'll gently shed their outer layers and shrink down to become a white dwarf, a small, dense star that slowly cools over billions of years, like a fading ember in a cosmic fireplace. Then there are the real heavyweights of the universe. When the most massive stars exhaust their fuel, their own gravity becomes overwhelming. They collapse in on themselves, crushing down into a single, infinitesimally tiny point with unimaginable density. This creates a black hole. Now, the name sounds scary, but not all black holes are cosmic vacuum cleaners. Most just float silently through space, their immense gravity only affecting what gets very, very close. They are quiet giants, shaping the galaxies around them. Looking deeper into space, we find some of the brightest objects imaginable. A quasar is a brilliant, distant beacon, powered by a supermassive black hole at the center of a young galaxy. The light we see from them has traveled for billions of years to reach us. So when we look at a quasar, we're literally looking back in time, seeing the universe in its youth. But the universe isn't just about massive objects. It's also filled with the incredibly small. Cosmic dust, for instance, is everywhere. These particles are finer than smoke, swirling through galaxies. And they're the very building blocks of planets, including our own Earth. Everything we are is made of this ancient stardust. And then there are the great mysteries. Scientists believe that galaxies are held together by something we can't see, something that doesn't emit or reflect light. They call it dark matter. It's an invisible cosmic web that provides the scaffolding for the universe. At the same time, another mysterious force, dark energy, is causing the universe to expand, slowly stretching the fabric of space-time itself. These two unseen forces govern the ultimate fate of our cosmos. Closer to home, our own sun is constantly sending out a gentle stream of particles called the solar wind. This wind flows throughout the solar system, interacting with planets and creating beautiful phenomena like the auroras. But the universe can also be a place of extreme energy. Gamma-ray bursts are the brightest explosions known, unleashing more energy in a few seconds than our sun will in its entire lifetime. They are fleeting but incredibly powerful flashes of light from distant galaxies. And consider magnetars, a type of star with a magnetic field so powerful it is a quadrillion times stronger than Earth. Its pull is simply beyond human comprehension. We also find cosmic lighthouses, Pulsars are rapidly spinning neutron stars that send out beams of radiation. As they rotate, these beams sweep across space, and from our perspective on Earth, they appear as steady, rhythmic signals, like a celestial pulse keeping time across the galaxy. Our own solar system has its share of wanderers. Comets are icy travelers from the far reaches of our system. As they get closer to the sun, the ice heats up and creates a glowing tail that can stretch for millions of miles. Asteroids are their rocky cousins, ancient leftovers from the formation of our planets, orbiting the sun in a vast belt between Mars and Jupiter. Every single day, particles from deep space, called cosmic rays, pass right through our bodies. Don't worry, they are completely harmless, a constant, gentle reminder that we are always connected to the wider universe. Even the emptiness of space tells a story. The universe is structured with enormous voids, vast regions that are almost completely empty of galaxies, stars, and planets. And in this vastness, there is no sound. Space is a vacuum, a realm of profound silence. Yet, despite the silence, the universe is never still. It's a place of constant motion and perpetual change. Nebulae swirl, stars are born and die, galaxies dance around each other, and the entire cosmos continues to expand. It's a grand silent ballet, and we have a front row seat. So next time you look at the stars, remember the incredible universe that lies beyond. It's a place of quiet beauty, breathtaking power, and profound mystery. Thank you for joining this journey with me. If you enjoyed this cosmic tour, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the unknown. Did you know the universe is about 13.8 billion years old? That's an almost unimaginable length of time. And throughout all those eons, space itself has been expanding. Gently, continuously. It's not a violent explosion, but more like a slow, steady breath. This means that galaxies, those beautiful islands of stars, are gradually drifting farther and farther apart from each other. Imagine looking up at the night sky. Some of the light you see has traveled for billions of years to reach your eyes. It's a faint echo from the early universe, a postcard from a time long past, still reaching us today. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? We are literally seeing history every time we gaze at the stars. The part of the universe we can see, what we call the observable universe, is a staggering 93 billion light-years across. It's a sphere of cosmic information, with Earth at its center. But here's something even more mind-bending. That's just the part we can observe. The real universe, the total reality beyond our cosmic horizon, might be far, far larger. It could even be infinite, stretching on forever in all directions. And within this vastness, the rules aren't always what they seem. Time, for instance, isn't constant. It actually behaves differently near sources of strong gravity, like a massive star or a black hole. Time can slow down, stretching like taffy. And space itself, while appearing empty, is anything but. It's mostly a vacuum, yes, but it's teeming with invisible dark matter and crackling with mysterious dark energy, the very force that drives its expansion. Think about all the stars you can see on a clear night. Now, consider this. Scientists believe there are likely more planets in the universe than there are stars. Countless worlds, hidden in the darkness between the stellar fires. Some could be like Earth, and others completely alien. And some of the stars themselves are ancient relics, older even than our own Milky Way galaxy. They are witnesses to a time before our galactic home even formed. It's almost impossible to grasp, but the entire universe we see today, every star, every galaxy, every planet once fit into a space smaller than a single atom. An incredibly hot, dense point. Everything we know, everything we are, grew from that infinitesimally tiny beginning. A cosmic seed that blossomed into the magnificent reality all around us. So, what does the future hold for our universe? Many scientists believe it will just keep expanding, forever. Over trillions upon trillions of years, the galaxies will grow more and more isolated, distant lights in an ever-widening void. One by one, the stars will use up their fuel and slowly fade away, leaving behind a quiet darkness. Even the black holes, the universe's great devourers, won't last forever. Over immense timescales, they will slowly evaporate through a process called Hawking radiation. And far, far into the distant future, even the atoms that make up matter itself may decay. The universe will eventually become cold, peaceful, and silent. A state of final, ultimate equilibrium. But that future is an eternity away. Right now, in this very moment, the universe is alive. It's full of brilliant light, constant motion, and endless wonder. It's a place of incredible beauty and complexity. And as you prepare to drift off to sleep tonight, remember this. You are not just living in the universe. You are a part of it. A piece of this vast, ancient, and gentle cosmos. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through space and time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cosmic explorations. Thank you for drifting through the universe with me tonight. As our journey comes to a gentle close, I hope you feel a sense of tranquility washing over you. Imagine all the stresses and worries of the day melting away, like distant stars fading into the morning light. Allow your mind to feel calm, your body to feel light, and your breath to flow effortlessly. Carry this peace with you into your dreams. May your sleep be deep, restorative, and truly peaceful. Until we meet again on our next cosmic adventure, take care and good night. If you enjoyed this journey, please like and subscribe for more peaceful escapes. Sweet dreams.